We back. It's League Unlocked. That's Mark. My name is Eric. Looking at the Final Four in the LPL, and there's a name that's missing from this Final Four, and it is IG. They're not here, but there's a lot of interesting matchups, starting with that Fun plus Phoenix versus Bilibili Gaming. Bilibili definitely a surprise here, being in that top four, but took EDG to 5 games, took them down, and they absolutely deserve to be here.
Bilibili deserving to be here. This is going to be the section of the LPL showdown here where you get the big name teams. Woo! And when I say big name teams, yes, you are getting some of these big franchises.
That's long names.
I'm saying long names. Fun plus Phoenix here and Bilibili going at it. And of course, Bilibili led by your boy Kuro in the mid lane. This is the big time performance here that we have needed here from Kuro and ADD specifically here, is that you needed these big performances here from your import players here to come in and deliver the performances that you've needed. And so far in these playoffs, they absolutely have given the performances they've needed to get this far.
And Kuro's the guy who last split, Bilibili didn't necessarily perform that well, but Kuro was great throughout. And now finally in summer, he's got some help from the rest of his squad. And I mean, they got the quarterfinal berth and then they went through EDG. Yeah, EDG had some questionable misplays, I will say, but hey, they got their worlds buff. They're supposed to be there year in and year out, so that's an added handicap that Bilibili had to get through, and they did just that.
Certainly not the peak that we have seen EDG at before, but not anything to scoff at here this series victory, and especially the way that Bilibili was able to control the play and how they went about it here. This one is going to be a wild series. I'm telling you, that one won't be quite as controlled as the way Bilibili was able to do it here against EDG.
Yeah, Fun plus, you just throw everything out the window. You saw they almost had 20 kills a game. They're averaging their first in pretty much every single category. Completely destroyed the regular season in back-to-back splits, but the question is always, can they get it done in playoffs? They look like a different team in these best-of-5 series, because if they play like they do in the regular season, they're winning the split.
And when they play in the regular season, the thing that strikes out to be the most different here than when sometimes they get into these best-of-5, best-of situations, is that you're not getting the same type of contributions here from the top lane and from the jungle. And these are very important positions here for the rest of the squad. It can't always be my boy Doing B carrying all this heavy lifting, because sometimes here in the LPL, man, you're going up against squads where it takes more than one guy doing the best he can to take them down here. And it's going to be that way here against Bilibili. This is a squad that has shown us enough that I will call for it that, hey, Doing B, you're going to need some help to take down this squad, and I think you're going to get it this time. Gimgoon is going to have a great time in that top lane.
Yeah, and LWX finished second in MVP voting, so he has had the support there as well. The other semifinal in the LPL is the most intriguing one for me. Top eSports versus RNG. That is just an absolutely delicious matchup, to use a disgusting word in that context. But I mean, this is kind of the time for Top to show that they are for real, and it's the time for Knight, the MVP of the summer split, to really start making his legacy, going up against Xiaohu, one of the most storied mid laners that we have in the LPL, who, by the way, had a fantastic individual performance in the entire summer split.
Well, this has been great here for Top. The way that it was going to work out on this side of the bracket here, they were always going to get more or less a great chance at getting a huge name team to go up against, and that's exactly what you want.
IG or RNG?
It's exactly what you want if you're Knight here, because you get to put your name up against the legacy of some of the best organizations in the LPL's history, and let alone that, some of the best current players in the LPL that we have right now. And again, Xiaohu has been playing very well, and I think that the question here is going to be, well, is RNG going to change their strategy at all here? Because you know that, yes, you're going to have to be fighting from that mid lane here, and that mid lane for Top is going to be a major damage threat. The question here, do you put enough resources onto Xiaohu, or do all the resources still go down to the golden boy in Uzi in the bottom side?
Yeah, if you are funneling all of Xiaohu's farm into Uzi, this is going to be a nightmare matchup.
It's going to be GG, because I tell you what, Knight is absolutely going to take advantage of that. You can't leave Xiaohu out to dry.
And I still don't know why they're doing that. Xiaohu was the best performer for the regular season for RNG. So why are you taking away farm from? I don't want to see no 170 CS Zoe at 26 minutes. Give the man some farm.
And again, I love Uzi. Uzi is a phenomenal player, and he deserves his respect here, what he's done throughout the course of his career. But absolutely in this matchup, you're going to need to put some damage, put some value here into Xiaohu. Trust him to do it here for you. This is someone that has performed on the international scale before, and he's going to be able to do it here for you this time in the playoffs. Trust in Xiaohu.
And Karsa's going to need to give a lot of attention there because XX and Knight like to hang out and kind of go buddy-buddy in that 2v2 mid lane. Is RNG back in playoff form? They win in, or is this the new era? Is it Knight's time to shine and win a split?
It's a new era in the LPL. It is time for Top Esports to make it to the finals. They're going to take this one, and they're going to take it 3-0. Because I'm saying RNG aren't going to make the adjustments that we want them to make here in this series. And I'm telling you what, Top is a team here that is good enough that you have to make those adjustments if you want to beat them.
I think there are a lot of flaws with RNG right now. I think Top's getting it done as well. I got 5 games, though. 3-0 is crazy. I think they're going opposite Fun Plus. We'll have FPX and Top in the finals.
I need to get a quick sleep, so that's why it's going to be the 3-0 Fun
They're doing
Plus.
it for Mark.
That one's going to be good.
Yeah, they're always looking out. Looking out for Mark to make sure that things are 3-0. But that's all the time today for League Unlocked. Thank you guys so much for joining us. As always, Mark and Eric, we'll see you guys next time.